felt it. A hand. Cold. It slid slowly over my head, fingers threading gently through my hair. I froze. Every muscle in my body went still. I didn't turn. I couldn't. My heart pounded violently in my chest, because in that moment, I knew I wasn't alone. I sat frozen on the ground, too terrified to move. I didn't even notice my boyfriend and the old lady approaching me.
Finally, you're awake.
I just stared at her, paralyzed, as the hand on my back continued to move downward.
I can't wait for you to be beautiful again.
Beautiful again? I thought, still frozen, struggling to understand what was happening. Then I heard a voice behind me, almost seeming to come from the hand touching my back. She breathed heavily before speaking.
Me too, my son.
The voice came from behind, followed immediately by a loud cough. My boyfriend quickly moved to meet the source of the voice. From the shadows emerged an old woman in a wheelchair. She looked sickly and thin, as if she hadn't eaten in years. Death seemed only a step away. My boyfriend bent down to hug her, and she kissed him on the lips. I couldn't understand what was happening. Is this his mother? But he had told me he was an orphan, that he had never met his parents because they died in a car accident when he was young. I looked at the three of them, confused.
What is going on? Please let me go.
I pleaded, remembering that no one knew where I was. The only person who cared about me was my brother, and didn't even know about my boyfriend because I had only met him 2 weeks ago, and we started dating 4 days ago. I had thought we bonded over the loss of our parents, but clearly, he was not an orphan like me.
This is my mother?
He said, pointing at the woman in the wheelchair. She looked at me as he spoke. And this is my nanny, he added, gesturing to the lady in the yellow sweater. As you can see, he continued, my mother is very sick. She could die at any moment, but I can't let that happen. You could just take her to the hospital. What does this have to do with me? I asked, scared and confused. It has everything to do with you, he replied.
I date different girls to see if they can help my mother, and you are the first match.
I still didn't understand, and he could see the confusion on my face. The older woman spoke this time.
I have taken care of them for 20 years. It cannot be cured by medicine, only through traditional methods.
She continued, her eyes shifting between his mother and me. In my place, we perform a sacrifice to preserve life.
In order for life to be preserved, another life must be taken.
Her gaze landing on me. My heart pounded in my chest, loud enough to hear over the rain outside. So this was it. I was the sacrificial lamb meant to save his mother's life. That was why he had approached me, because I had no one, and no one would come looking. I had told my brother I wouldn't be going out, especially not in this storm. My boyfriend didn't even know about him. We weren't related by blood. We met in foster care when I was 14, but we had been family ever since. I looked at them again, desperation rising in my chest, and begged for my life.
Please, don't do this to me.
My voice breaking, but my fate was already sealed. I could see it in their eyes, cold, unchanging. She slowly pushed the wheelchair away.
We'll begin the ritual,
she said, taking his mother with her and leaving me alone with him. I turned to him, hope flickering weakly inside me. Maybe, just maybe, being alone with him would change something. Maybe he would feel something.
Does your sister know about this?
I asked, my voice trembling. He let out a low laugh.
If you thought she was my sister, then you were truly fooled.
My heart sank. So she wasn't his sister. No wonder he never wanted to introduce me, always saying it was too soon, that they had only just reunited after being separated as children in foster care. Everything was a lie. He was full of lies, and I couldn't believe I had fallen for someone like him.
Don't worry, a part of you will still live on. This face, this body won't go to waste.
He continued, his voice eerily calm. His touch made my skin crawl. Your soul will leave your body and take hers.
My mother will live again in your body.
My breath hitched.
The ritual demands a sacrifice.
And me?
I whispered, fear tightening around my throat. A faint smile spread across his lips.
You'll be in hers.
My eyes widened in pure horror as the truth crashed over me. They weren't just going to kill me. They were going to swap our bodies, trap me inside that dying shell while she took mine.
No! No! Please! Please!
I begged, my voice shaking uncontrollably. He leaned forward and gently kissed my forehead as if this were something tender, something merciful. Then he turned and walked away. I was left alone.
So this is really the end.
The rain began to fall lightly, each drop tapping softly against the ground. The nanny stepped forward, holding out a cup filled with a dark liquid.
Drink.
Drink, she said calmly. I shook my head weakly, fear tightening in my chest. But I was too weak to resist. My boyfriend grabbed my jaw, forcing my mouth open, and the nanny poured the liquid down my throat. It tasted bitter, unnatural. Within seconds, my body began to give in. My limbs grew heavy. My vision blurred. I tried to move, to fight it, but I couldn't. They laid me down beside his mother, our bodies placed side by side, and drew a large circle around us on the ground. Symbols I didn't understand were etched into the earth. I turned my eyes toward my boyfriend one last time, helpless. Maybe, just maybe, seeing me like this would change his mind. But he didn't even look at me. Regret flooded my chest. I wished I had never met him. I wished I had listened to my brother when he told me not to go out in the storm. I wished I had told him about my boyfriend, or at least that I was going out with him that day. But they were all just wishes now, wishes that would never come true. So I lay there, waiting for death, and then it came. At first it was subtle, an uneasy feeling, like something tugging at me from deep within. Then it grew stronger. It felt like I was being pulled out of my own body. I could hear the nanny moving around the circle, chanting under her breath. The sound of her voice, the rain, my heartbeat.
Spirits of the Ancient Ones, enter this vessel and be reborn!
Everything faded. Darkness swallowed me whole. I woke up moments later. I still couldn't move. But this time, something was wrong. I couldn't feel my legs. Panic rose in my chest as I slowly looked up. I forced my eyes to scan the room. Until I saw her. She was standing a few steps away, in front of a mirror. And in that mirror, I saw me, my body, standing, alive, breathing. But I was also here, lying down, trapped. Confusion twisted into terror as I looked down at myself. This wasn't my body.
No, please, put me back!
I tried to scream, but my voice felt weak, unfamiliar.
Very soon, you won't even remember who you are.
The words echoed, but they didn't come from me. They came from her, from my body, from his mother, and slowly, terrifyingly, she was right. My thoughts began to slip. My memories faded, like sand falling through my fingers, until there was nothing left.
I will be right back. I want to use the restroom.
Okay, we'll wait here.
All right, dear.
Here, Mum, have some water.
Thank you, dear. Oh, is this your mom?
Yes, she is my mum.
I looked up at him and smiled warmly. Are you really my son? Yes, Mom, he replied gently, smiling back. I am. You're such a handsome young man. He turned to the woman and added, she has dementia. She forgets things sometimes. I nodded slowly, still smiling as if that explained everything. Then I looked at him again, my heart full of warmth.
I am such a lucky mother.
Like, follow, and subscribe for more stories.